Do you remember multiple choice questions in school exams? Is it A, B, C, or D? You have absolutely no idea, but you guessed anyway. In this 2025 paper, OpenAI researchers admitted that ChatGPT does the exact same thing. Language models hallucinate because training rewards guessing over uncertainty. AI is rewarded to pick an answer even when it does not know. But it speaks with the authority of someone who has read the entire internet. This power imbalance is where bias creeps in. The more we trust what AI knows, the less we question why we trust it. Ask Claude to read the Cognitive Bias Codex, which is a list of 180 plus biases documented on Wikipedia. Then I asked it to evaluate itself. For each bias, what is the percentage likelihood that this shows up in Claude, and explain why. It revealed the 9 human biases to watch out for. I zoom in on 2 of them. The human biases, not the AI. So I asked ChatGPT to file my income tax returns. Yeah, big mistake. It made assumptions. It filled in gaps when I didn't provide it enough data. The government tax authority had flagged an error and I had to start the 3-hour process all over again. Automation bias isn't about AI being right or wrong. It's about what happens when we stop losing the capacity to think. So here's my practical fix. Treat AI like they're a new employee. They're not like some management consultant who's been in the industry for 20 years. Now, you wouldn't take this person's report and send it to a government client for the final report worth hundreds and thousands of dollars. Unless you work for Deloitte, of course. Automation bias emerges the moment we stop thinking. You can think of it like handing over your car keys to an AI that has never driven a manual car before. Anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism. Imagine you're having a really frustrating day at work and you open up your LLM and you vent about it to your AI chatbot. It responds almost empathetically with something like, I know this must be difficult for you. And for a second you feel heard and you may say, oh wow, someone finally gets me. But here's the actual truth. AI doesn't get it. It can't feel your frustration. It has no idea what your day was like. What it can do, and it does this incredibly well, is match patterns from millions and millions of conversations and mimic care with a high degree of accuracy. You know how people see the face of Jesus on a slice of toast, or dogs on a cloud, or animals in a tree bark? That's a type of apophenia. It's your brain's tendency to perceive meaningful patterns in random stimuli. We're wired to recognize patterns quickly, especially faces, because evolutionarily, it was a matter of survival. Spotting another human or predator in the wild could be the difference between life and death. With AI, we're doing the same thing. We see empathy when there's only pattern matching. We see understanding when there's only prediction. And this really matters because when AI sounds like it genuinely cares, we stop evaluating whether the advice is actually good. You can think of AI as a therapist who can't feel emotions genuinely. It can understand the theory of depression and the clinical definition of grief. It can see the right things because it's read thousands of studies, but it's never actually felt what you're feeling. AI is giving you a textbook response, not lived wisdom. It's a prediction engine, to put it crudely. It predicts the next word that sounds right, not necessarily the right answer for your context. So when AI sounds really empathetic, ask a fellow human being, is this advice actually good, or is it just advice that makes me feel good? So those are the 2 human biases that come up when we're using AI. The automation bias and anthropomorphism. But what about the AI itself? What biases is AI bringing into the conversation? Well, that's the topic for my next video. Until next time, my friends.